Hello Rannvijay, welcome to
Thank you so
ZeeConnect.
much.
It's a pleasure having you with us on the show.
I'm happy to be here.
Alright, so I'm going to take you back in your journey. Let's start by understanding what motivated you to join the entertainment industry in the first place.
My dad was in the army, and I cleared my SSB and my, which is the written, and then there's an interview and the medical. I was all set to go to the army, but I was also a motorcycle enthusiast. So I saw an ad of a show where if you win a bike, and that was the best bike in India back in 2003. So I went for the show just to win the bike, and that's the first time I saw life outside of the army, and I realized that a lot of things like sports and adventure and travel that I wanted to do also existed outside in the entertainment. So my first step was roadies, and that is why I got into entertainment, because it still offered the adventure and the sports and the biking to me. And once I was in the entertainment industry because of that show, then slowly I realized that if I'm not going to the army, I have to continue to do other things.
Yeah.
And thankfully I had some aptitude, some things worked out, but I continue to play basketball, I continue to play a lot of sports and adventure, and thankfully a lot of people do work with me in that capacity also.
So you come from a military family background.
Yeah.
Tell me, how did that shape your outlook and your work ethic?
I think the work ethic that you get is unbelievable, because everything, I think you could be skilled, I think you could be talented, and you could be talented or you could not be. But if you have discipline, which the army lifestyle teaches you, then you can achieve anything. So I think I got discipline from there, and that helps everybody in any kind of career that you choose, if you're disciplined. On top of that, because I saw my dad, my grandfather, my uncles, during field tenures, they were away from us, right? And they were trying to protect the country, and their life was tough. When you compare yourself to their life, that, oh, we're half an hour late, oh, I'm away from my family for 5 days, it's nothing in comparison. So it kind of helped me be grateful about whatever I have. Yeah, when you're grateful about things that you have, then everything is happy, everything is nice. You know, I'm happy that the kind of life that I chose, I get to spend time with my kids, I get to spend time with my parents, and get to play, be active, and that's part of my work. So I think great adaptability also. Something from the army is that you keep moving, you have to be friends and with your other officers, soldiers, there has to be camaraderie, lots of leadership qualities, lots of qualities to follow properly. So a lot of these things that are just generic things around you help you in each and every kind of career. So lots of pros of being from an army background.
Tell me, what was there like this one decision in your life that impacted your career the most? If yes, what was it?
You know, the decision of going after a passion, which was a motorcycle. Like, it was not a career move. It was my passion to win a certain bike, and because I was going to the academy, I was like, my money would be saved. If I win this motorcycle, I don't have to spend my money. So I feel like, in a subconscious way, if you follow your passion, good things will happen, if your intent is right. So the decision of going for it kind of carved another path. But even if I feel the fact that you're into sports helps you get better every day. You're not like, because you learn how to lose better and then to work on that and then win every day. So I think the decision of going for the bike also comes from, hey man, we can achieve anything because you're a sportsman. So I think that kind of helped me get into this. And after that, there are things that you do, the decision that you make, projects that don't do well. But I feel like every project that you did, like I did a film that we shot in London for 45 days. The film didn't do well. But it doesn't matter, because I don't want to take that experience of those 45 days in London away when I was young. So a lot of these decisions kind of take you further in your career, and I feel like all of them contribute. But the one decision, going after that motorcycle, kind of changed the line of work that I would have chosen.
Okay, great. Tell me, how do you balance your roles as a host, an actor? You're also an entrepreneur. How do you balance this out? And what is your most favorite of them all?
The beauty is that in my line of work, I host shows where I'm playing not a character, I'm myself. Like, this is the guy that you'll get. If somebody's saying something, I will react to them, and I have a certain responsibilities as a host to say, this is what you're going to do, you're going to jump from here, this, that, blah, 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 right? And you see a lot of me as when I'm playing host. So while I was with MTV, anybody who liked me or followed me didn't like me for a character that I was playing. They liked me for who I was. That's the beauty of being a celebrated host. As an actor, a lot of times people like an actor for the particular role that they did. Oh, Rahul, your Rahul is great. When you did Kabir, you were a, right? So that for me is somebody else's vision, somebody else's direction, and you go and you do it. So it's a good sense of satisfaction. So I do a bit of that for my own like artistic satisfaction. And the entrepreneurial journey has happened because I think one should reach their potential, whatever their potential is. So I feel like there are lots of things that I've helped MTV build different brands. And that time I was just a host, I was on a payroll. I believe that I can build brands like I've been doing Urban Monkey, there's Eyewear Labs, there are lots of things that I'm helping them to build. And now if you are doing more than what you're like a face of the brand, you're strategizing, you're promoting, you're doing deals, then you should have part of the business, because that's the legacy as a father, as a person that you can have going forward. So I don't know where, but since 2014, when I started investing and started doing some equity deals, and then because of me, a lot of my celebrity friends wanted to do it, so I started consulting, and that is the reason I hosted Shark Tank. Not because I'm a host, it's because hey, this guy understands it. So, and then now I go for events where people want to know why do you invest? Is it a gut feeling? What do you think? You interact with founders, this and that. So that's also become a talking point now, and I think it's still interconnected. I'm a decent entrepreneur or an investor because when I go in with a check, I can help promote that brand. I have a better network and all this. It's interconnected.
So you've also acted in various films and TV shows. Tell me, what do you enjoy more, hosting or acting? And why?
I enjoy acting now because it's a sense of satisfaction as an artist. Because it's not me being myself. Me being myself for me is okay, right? But what I like in reality is challenging myself. So a lot of my shows, I am doing a lot of the stunts and the tasks myself. That gives me a reality check. Also gives me credibility. The person that I'm saying in front that you'll be on fire and you'll jump from the building has never said, "Tu karke dikha." That's because they know that I do it. So I enjoy that sense of achievement. Like I did a show called Stunt Mania. I shoot the bike stunts myself and tell the guys, now this is your stunt. They would be like, man, we gotta do this. There's no question, and that's how you get a credibility of a host. You can't ask people to eat stuff and do stuff and then not. You gotta be that guy yourself and ace it mostly.
So you've also ventured into entrepreneurship. So tell me about Rannvijay, the entrepreneur, and about your business.
It's just like a lot of times when you're current and when you're doing well, when something is doing well, you get a lot of interest in you. What if a few projects in a line don't work? I still have to feed a family. I still have to pay for their education. I still have to take care of many people, right? So businesses, building brands, building an ecosystem where you don't depend on the success of a project, you know. So that's the reason. So we have a sporting company where we do infrastructure for sports. It's like we do fields in Delhi. I feel like India is the place where, like how UAE is like the center of the world. India is also one of those places where everything is growing. The whole world is looking at this part of the world, and if I'm part of a few stories, building some brands, it'll be awesome.
We've always watched you host TV shows, act in films, and it's been like years now, and a lot of people have been looking up to you, getting inspired from you. What is the one advice you would like to give out to young people who want to follow in your footsteps, become hosts or TV actors?
To a lot of hosts, I would like to say that try to bring a unique way of doing what you're doing, because when I was becoming a host, there were big guys like Cyrus Rocha, Cyrus Saukar, Nikhil Chinappa, who were working with MTV. If I tried to be like them, I would have failed because already the best version of Cyrus Rocha was there.
Absolutely.
How can I try to be a Cyrus or a Nikhil Chinappa? Bring a bit of your individuality, your own style, be comfortable in who you are. You're already hired for that. You're not hired to pretend to now be somebody else, right? Do a lot of research, read, know what's happening, because as a host, you have to know pop culture. You have to know what's happening in the world. Because as a host, when people are saying something, you need to know where they're coming from, what are they talking about. As an actor, work on your craft, have many experiences in life, because only when you've been through a lot of different things, you can relate to those and then act about it, right? And of course, depending on the role, you gotta work on yourself, on your look, on your physicality, everything. So acting, that, host that, and generally to young people, I like to say, stay active, yeah. Stay active, play a lot of sports. Sports helps you in any and every profession in life.
Okay, so before we close, I have some fun rapid fire questions for you, just 3 of them.
Okay.
So we'll make it quick. Tell me, what is the one thing about you that your fans would be surprised to know?
Honestly, it'll be shocking for my fans to know that actually I'm a lazy guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Like if I don't have to get up and work, if my kids are not around, I don't like getting up early. I sleep 8-9 hours. I can laze around the bed the whole day. The only thing I'd like to get out is for a game of basketball or this thing. Otherwise, I just want to do nothing. That's the real being that I am. But because I have to do things and I want to be, so I kind of push myself every day to be a certain way. But actually, if you let me be, I'm a lazy guy.
Okay, finally, if you could work with any actor or director, who would it be and why?
Oh wow, any actor, I don't know. I mean, love to work with many actors, but Christopher Nolan is a director that I like to work with.
Wow, that's great.
But in India, I'd like to work with Shujit Sarkar. I've actually worked with him on some ads, but doing a movie with him or a series would be awesome.
Great. Well, that's it. Thank you so much. We've had so much fun talking to you, Rannvijay. Thank you, and we wish you all the very best for your future projects, and keep staying fit the way you do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.